And we're live. Thank you, YouTube screen. All right, it's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. We're all waiting around for fun stuff. Pokey Lawyer Dave on Instagram, same thing. What do I do? None of my streamers are streaming. What do I do? So, what we do is we start the show and we show St. Cage, and we just kind of go from there. Struggling with the cageism of the day. I was going for some Con Air, but it's like National Treasure struck me, and I was like, okay, Riley, do you know what the preservation room is for? Storage of delicious jams and jellies. Yeah. So yeah, delicious jams and jellies. It shall be today. All Cage be praised. Let's just get you in this little spot. We'll wait for some people to come on in. I don't know. I had some mental health metaphors that I thought I'd go over today because for some strange reason, like I was itching to stream on Saturday and Sunday and yesterday. Although I'm very happy I didn't do yesterday. Yesterday was explosive. It was great. Show and tell to be further in the future, probably sometime next week. We do have a mini show and tell this week. Hey, we got there's people. Judd, what's up? Brits, Daniel. I'm sure mom will be. Oh, hey, it's Sister Brit. It's Brianna's Brittany. Okay, cool. Well, great. Mom can get grossed out by me making out with her daughter. That'll be fun. So St. Cage be praised. Lots going on. Lots of funness. We'll let a couple of my pokey people come on in. Judd, nice to see you again, man. Last night was nuts, right? A lot of digital fun. So let's I still have this to finish and this to finish and to sign it and something here. And I kind of want to put some rocks in over here. And I keep dreaming. I just keep on dreaming. I'm gonna put a palm tree like here-ish, and it blooms out. Right? And getting that angle right, because it's coming right off the top of the rock. Like, how do I get that sucker here? You get that illusion angle so it's not like a quarter of the painting, so we actually realistically do it. Hey, Sancha. Or Sa-cha? No, fuck, I looked it up. Hey man, misgendered you. I thought you were a chick. I saw your profile pic and I was like, oh dude. Sacha can be a fucking dude's name too in Europe and fun this. So Lion King moment. Yeah, everybody was kind of saying the Lion King moment, Britt. Very much a Rafiki kind of a thing, and with hey, it's a lion going, making the rounds. Anyway, well, I just thought I'd acknowledge it, man. I was like, dude, I did the same thing to James and Elena because in my brain I saw James and Elena on the screen, right? And in my brain I changed it to James Avery because they have Uncle Phil in there. So of course, Fresh Prince is fresh on the mind. I see James, Elena, the A and the Y become James Avery, and all of a sudden it's Uncle Phil. And I think this dude is black. I'm like, oh yeah, man, he's got to be black, man. James Avery was black. Yeah, it makes total sense, right? And this guy is James is Canadian as Canadian can be without being a bullshit stereotype. James is a very cool person, so it's like it's a little fun to jib at him, but still, the blackest Canadian I know, and even saying that statement is just a little bit of fun. So, right, yeah, that fun European name. Did the same thing to Pokey Jack because of Beetlejuice, the animated series. They had the Jacques, so I was just like JAC. Oh, it's just missing the little squiggly thing, so that's got to be Jacques. Must be French. I fucking had a Christmas Story dad moment. Jesus. These are the fun things that people just hide in their little secrets and never talk about. Oh, I'll look the fool. I'm pretty much a fucking fool. Let's go for it. So with 4 people in here, shit, man, we wasted it's not wasted, but we took a lot of time to get to this point. So I think it's only fair. Let's just slide you this way. That we can just put this sucker right up there. I got a funny feeling. If you read my lengthy description, yay, look at that. The other one found its happy home. So this one that used to be here goes up here. And I'm like, well, mostly finished, quarter finished. And then here we are with a blank thing. So, yeah, not to mention that the 3 other unfinished paintings underneath here as well. So yeah, we might actually finish a fucking painting today again. And then of course, depending on what we want to do, time and people, I think I want to do coffee and contemplation time because Pokey Lawyer Dave, that is this is Pokey Vaults, a very helpful Pacific Northwest lawyer. He wanted a painting. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I know, Dave. But then he got specific, especially after saying this one. It was like, I'm on vacation in Aruba, bro. That's speaking to me, dude. I need so you mentioned an office and a home. So then in my head, I'm like, oh, we can do twin paintings, right? So then I would match this over, like maybe we have a big rock and it goes over here, and the sky might blend out into something else. I have a very Pacific Coast Highway vibe here. I'm basically thinking, we'll paint you something green, Brett. You know, it'll be very cool. We'll Burtney. There we go. We'll make it internet. Color, feel, vibe. Um, so basically, we would have a giant freaking cliffside here and mostly seascape over here, bitchin' little cardinal red clouds and some fun dancey things and all of that. And then on this side, we'd have that cliff go over. And this is already ambitious. And so my ambitious ass brain is like, yeah, bro, we'll make it nighttime, day, sunset night, something like that. And then it would carry over and we do trees and shit. And we'd have moonlight and other fun little things to dance and play around other than the cliff or something. So I'm stuck because I have a very clear image of what I want to do here. I don't have that transitional part, nor do I have this other half down. And I'm still learning. Half the part of this is that you guys are watching me refine a talent, a rusted sword in the woods, if you will. We've cleaned all the vegetation and the dirt off, but we haven't quite knocked all the rust off. We don't want to use it just yet, but we're getting there, kind of a thing. And then maybe if you pick it up with me too, you can play catch up real quick. Then we start going back and forth. There are a lot of goals on what I'm doing here, but essentially for today, I think we need to maybe seriously think out some sketches. And then as time gets a little more into the evening, I'm not going to rush off to go to Nerd Chase today. Speaking of which, your viewing calendar. Let me put this down. My arm hurts. My arm hurts. Um, Viewing categories for today. If you're looking for something to rewatch, Kev the Pokey Ghost, Kev underscore the Pokey, Poke Ghost, started his read along series, a new one. He's doing the John Carter books. He's starting with the first one, A Princess of Mars. Now, the fun part about John Carter is it's one of those 1930s original sci-fi things. So yeah, it feels very familiar and things because everyone is poached from it since the fucking 30s. It's like 90 plus years of using themed concepts and things like that and into other stories. Much like Star Wars could be broken down into 5 stories, but you take a little here and here, you pluck it all together, and bam, you got a new recipe. And it's Star Wars. It's not just the Seven Samurai, or because there's the Magnificent Seven. Film history, right? So anyway, got lost on what I was saying there. Doesn't really matter. Not shocking either. So with that being said, let us continue on our quest. So I'm thinking also today's the day, man. I've posted a lot of my older artwork as my thumbnails. And I've been getting a lot of people going, yo, man, when are you going to paint a thumbnail? And I'm like, well, I feel like today, because we've done the sunset seascape kind of twice. Still haven't finished those. So I figure if we do a nice midday, 86 degrees, sand is shaded so it doesn't burn your feet, because if sand is just out there alone, it just traps the heat and it's bad. It's bad. If you've ever been on the beach, you'll understand that one. So just a very mild mannered day, just a nice deep breath of blue and some fun rocks, some other blues. So basically, the color scape is the same, where it's dark here and then it goes down like this. And then we get a little crasher here, couple palm trees, some little dewars and dippers. Because no beach is ever pristine and perfect. Like I don't really want to put the plastic bottles and the weird baby dolls that wash up on the shore. I don't want to put any of that kind of stuff. I imagine a better world where people do the whole job, and they actually it's like, yeah, I'm going to put this away. It's going to go somewhere where it needs to be. But hey, whatever you got to do to make a buck, I guess. So that feels fun. And then I'm not going to limit our time tonight because you can go see Nerd Chase. You can go rewatch Kev the Pokey Ghost. Hollow Hunters is on at 6 Mountain Time for me. I think that's 5 for them. And then Pokey Jack is also on tonight. So you need to get your fix. You got a couple extra shekels thrown that way. In the meantime, we can enjoy our prep show where we talk Pokemon and fun things and other things. And we can. Do I even have? Yes, I did all the chats are live. Okay. So lots of things. So coffee and contemplation time. Paint the thumbnail, and then we go out into the world and we enjoy ourselves and we just see what happens. Okay. Mini show and tell. So today was filled. Well, yesterday was fun. And then we've got some more show and tell coming up from Ebony Unicorn coming up pretty quick. Probably there. I'll get my new paints tomorrow? Question mark? Possibly. I did get some new paints this time around, much to Dele's delight. I got the light magenta pink, and then I got this fluorescent pink. Yeah, fluorescent pink. But the question is this just this hot pink that's going to be bold and beautiful on the canvas, or is this like blacklight reactive? I don't think it's like that. I don't know. We'll have to test this one out. But in the meantime, it's frost pink we can do fun things with. This one where we added pink and purple and the red, we got 3 colors in here. So not gonna use these today, but they're used tomorrow. So Kaz, yeah, dude, last night was just insane. Win after win after win after win. Charlie Mike and that was just amazing. James and Elena, Judd, just all the cool people. I mean, Live Hash Shred Hard, it's like, cool, man, you won. But there's a lot of people rooting for that damn graded card to go to Frank. But hey, it is what it is. It's like, Frank, if you really want it, you can always buy it. So show and tell. I say all that to, once again, say this because I'm also long-winded. I collect signature cards from artists. I always hate doing prices and shit because then I feel awkward on rewatch. But roughly every signature I've gotten minus Vaults and Dr. Cam's, I paid for. You buy a lot, 5 to 6 packs, about $60. So if you think about it, each one of those signatures is about $60. Let's just grab the stack. We're a visual channel here. And mind you, this is over 8 months worth of grabbing things, and certain things were one of giveaways because somehow I have the luck. But roughly, yeah, 3 out of this stack aren't roughly $60 worth each, because got to buy the card to get it, and then the shipping and everything else. So not too crazy, not too shabby, but not exactly intelligent. So with that being said, let me put these back because we're doing stuff today. Top of my list of finished paintings, we also have an oil pastel on paper for Ebony Unicorn. So I'm still repetition. In Harry Potter, the I must not tell lies thing where he wrote it 1,000 times, and of course it kept carving into his hand more and more and more. I am that type of learner. I got to brute force it. And I also I don't necessarily need to have the whole thing. The more I have of it, the better. But I do need those step components. We're going to get to show and tell in a minute. While I'm on my little soapbox rant, components. So when you're painting, however you want to paint, unless you're painting surrealist or abstract, and then just go with it, wing it, I guess. Um, but in the impressionist, realistic world, pointillism, that sort of stuff, playing in that field with pointillism, you definitely need to know all of the colors down to that fine breaking point of dot 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 dot. Right? You pretty much have to have that kind of planned out. You can wing parts of it. You probably want to sketch. I don't want to sketch because I don't want to get locked down. But once again, if you break things down to their components, it makes it a little easier to understand where you're looking at. And then you get a little joy because you're like, oh, I fucking noticed something. And then all of a sudden, things start working for you and success. And then all of a sudden, you get a weird ass block for some reason and you just can't finish paintings and you're afraid to go live. Oh, wait, no, no, no. That's a meeting for the docs at midnight. Back to show and tell. So, shit, what was it? Last week, 2 weeks ago? One more chance. Goated Polls is way of getting cool slabs to people without vending and stuff like that. Call it what you will. We can move on from it. But that night, I got the best signature that I still had yet to get. That is Magneto's signature. That is the Cheese's treasures, Cheese's treasure on. I still need Ryan's auto, but I want to buy some. Oh right, yeah, definitely so. Signature earned, so to speak, which is usually why I go with the better card. So we had Keith, Thursday guy. Love Keith, appreciate him so much. He talks tough, but man, he's a big old softy. Then we got Cool Trainer Ryan. Then I think this is either Arvin or Arvin's gal pal that was there, or this is Arvin and his gal pal. And then we had Omar sign it. Omar was there in spirit. And then, of course, the Cheese's treasures. Really fun guy, does whatnot and stuff like that. A fellow Leaf Energy enjoyer, if that means things to you. Now, I was going to open this up, but I'm glad I waited for the surprise because I kind of needed it when I did open it. I was like, oh, okay, life's going to be fun and great today. Just power through. So this is a one of three. There are only three times that this has existed in the universe so far. But there's a story that I won't go into. It was a lot of fun. This was supposed to be here 3 months ago. Not this one, but something else. Without going into it or further ado, the pinnacle, the new one. We've got to break hearts tonight, kids. Okay, we had our champion, our grand champion was going to be Pokemon Cam's first signature, and then we'd leave a spot for Charlie Mike. But oh no, kiddos, this one tops them all. This one's up here. All right. So if you know CTR, you know the man has 10 cats. And then Jen's status and other jokes aside or whatever, he has the 4 workshop cats. He has the 3 kittens that he was definitely not going to keep, and he ended up keeping anyway. That's Spicy Boy, Skitty Girl, and Brave Girl. Insert 7 months later sign. 7 months later. Ryan keeps the kittens, and me and Brianna were talking, and it was like, Brave Girl's not a name. And then we're both college educated. And if anybody's been to college and had the math labs math program for testing or whatever for college level math courses, you kind of know in the word problems, inevitably there's only 2 people: George, spelled Jorge, and Juanita. George and Juanita open a business. Da, 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 da. George and Juanita buy watermelons. George and Juanita travel on a train. George and Juanita are the only names in all of the word problems. And there's some weird shit that George and Juanita get up to in math magic slam. So I thought the joke would be fun. I will call her Juanita, right? 6 months. Oh, she's not going to be called Juanita, dude. She's not going to be called Juanita. That's your name. These are my cats, kind of a thing. Like, yeah, sure, dude. Just like you weren't keeping the cats. Very fun conversation with Ryan. And so, sorry. As time went on, Ryan all of a sudden pulls Bonita, Ponita, if you want to be weird about it, I guess. I don't know. Pronunciation is very colloquial and traditional based. So choose your own level of adventure. Be very open and apologetic if you fuck it up culturally. So anyway, yeah, so he pulls Bonita, and it's like, oh, Juanita, Bonita, Bonita, spelled Pointa. Of course, Ponita is stealing candies. Ponita is playing with knives. Ponita is sadly taping boxes. I took a weird mathematics college joke and transformed it onto this sweet little kitten. And then Ryan added, he kind of folded back in on it. And it was like, oh, okay, cool. And it brings me no joy whenever Ryan's like, brave girl, ponitas, brave girls, ponitas. Very fun. So CTR is such the coolest guy. I think I've master set at the workshop. Like everybody that's ever been there, I think I need Mega Rev, but I got another way for that one. There's a couple supporting guest stars that I don't have signatures of, but we'll see. As time goes on, I'll get them. But for now, I'm pretty sure the master set's complete. Without further ado, I present to you the second ever Ponita stamped signature Ponita from Cool Trainer Ryan. So amazing. So this is Animal Safe Ink. So he grabbed a feral fucking cat, coaxed her over to him, grabbed her, put her paw on a pad, took that paw and pressed it on a card for me. That is so fucking amazing. And the story of the name as time went on, just the nature of it and everything else, the fact that he even had the stamp, because there's a Scraggy stamp and then there's these ones. And it's just, sorry, Dr. Cam, I think I love animals more than I like humans. Oddly, weirdly, I feel like most people should feel like that. But yeah, here we are. And yeah, there's another side story here that I don't want to get into. It doesn't really matter. Here it is. Got it. And he didn't tell me he was sending it to me. The son of a bitch threw it in on top of this one. So when I opened the package, I was even thinking to myself, I should email him about it before I even saw the package. And then bam, I opened the package and right up on fucking top, dude. I've wanted it for a very, very long time. And the whole story and the back thing, it kind of makes it art. There's art in everything. What is art? What is meaning? What is significant? These are all true good things to have existential dread about in this time of want and woe. Pokey Frank, thank you, buddy. I'm feeling like I'm going to be doing it a little bit too. Rancher animals are the best, right? Fun story, right? So even if you could, guys, paint fucking stick figures and then just come up with a stick figure story, man. Doesn't matter what it really is. If you have feeling and emotion with it, that will go from here and it will coat every inch of that plane. Oh, what card? No. The one of two stamped Ponita from CTR's workshop. So that's one of the kitten's paws stamped onto a card for me. Conveniently enough, named Bonita. Right? And then, of course, I have the one more chance. I got the cheese signature. Got cheese's treasures, man. I now treasure the cheese. So that's show and tell for today. So back to death, taxes, and lawyers. Wow. What a heady topic. Mostly it was just a joke for Pokey Lawyer Dave, who always had. Oh, yeah, no. Hey, Frank, man, put your sorries in a fucking sack and give them to somebody that needs them. We're good here. Choose your own adventure, brother. You know how this goes. We're in coffee and contemplation mode, probably for about another 20 minutes. And then the real goal for today is to paint the thumbnail. And, we'll see how it goes from there. So, yeah, don't even worry about it. Back to coffee and contemplation time. So, if you look at the, no, you can't look at the thumbnail. That's later. Come on, guy. Focus. So what we can do is read chat. I did flip books are fun, and it gives you a nice sense of animation, which is always great. But with my shaky hands, I tend not to like things that require straight lines. So what I'm doing is grabbing out some paper. We got the pastels. Look, we're arting, guys. We got through all of my ranting psycho bullshit, babbling, Now here we are. Okay, I'll slide that over there. We got chat going here. Musical. Oh my God, there's 10 people in here. Halfway to my permanent goal. Just 10 of you guys enjoy me doing my thing. Well, I try not to be pedantic, nor do I try to be condescending. I could be hypocritical. Yeah, yeah. What I don't know, I could pretty much just about squeeze into the Grand fucking Canyon. So I'm open to being wrong. In fact, I'm expecting it. Holy shit, I was right. Cool. All right, we drop this down. We have our magical color palette. Goodness. I think I have the other ones down here. Black, red, orange, black. We've got various yellows. Deep yellow. Oh, we got a black in there. All right. Quit being dumb, guy. You're being dumb in front of your live audience of friends. How dare you act the way you do in public on camera? That's not cool. All right, we got that. We got these. Okay, so I think we're just gonna sketch today. Fuck color. We'll put it on the paints. There we go. Kiddos, another thing. Hold on. Wait. Let's edit this for protecting the guilty. All right, let's get all that out of the way. Okay, kiddos, organization is a magical thing. All right, I have all of my paint colors ready to go, sitting out. There we go. No crotch shots, not for free. Got extra brushes and more paint, soda, cough drops, and a nice open area and extra tools, and a spot for naughty no goodness. The more organized you are, the better it can be. Now, whether or not you want to buy enough paint that you never have to mix, or you're on the cheap and narrow path where you do need to, you have 5 colors, fuck it, we're going that way. I meant to have the color wheel out for that, but we'll do that another time. So, the more organized you are. So, to relate it to Pokemon, how the fuck you guys have like a yellow topped Walmart tote of just cards? It's like, fuck, dude, if I owned it and it was taking up real estate in my place, oh yeah, that shit would be cataloged, sorted, ready to fucking rock and roll at a moment's notice. Not necessarily pricing, but I would at least know what the fuck I have. I would have it locked in. But I'm terribly crazy and I've always wanted to be a secretary. God made me to file and collate. That is my dream. I don't know, maybe Pokey Lawyer Dave will come save me and be like, bitch, go back to school for about 2 months and then become my paralegal or something. You never know, right? Strange things happen every day. The small acts of kindness or just the awareness of what's around you and a willingness to just go with the flow and not take shit too seriously, even though shit is very serious all the time, forever, always. Da 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 da. All right, hell on. I got my place crowded with naughty no goodness. All right. What were you sketching? Let's see if I can get you in frame here. It's a frame job. All right. So yeah, the level of organization is always great. If you can have it within you're not sitting there wasting time or mental space getting frustrated. Okay, well, kiddos, here's our first fucking question. All right, if you're planning this out for a Pokey Lawyer, let's see, can we do it like these? I think I need to get you up in the air. Put the camera in the air. Take you out. Putting the laptop camera in the air. A little more godly. Can we go down a little more? Okay. She's fully down. All right. No. Well, no. First off, I would never. The amount of amazing work that Jen does, not only for Ryan, but for like generalized people, the interconnectivity, she just puts people together. Oh man, hey, don't stress about that. I can take care of that really quickly. That's something to emulate, not necessarily try to rival or take over, but again, choose your own adventure, man, if that's what you want. So, um, but yeah, having the free time, being a retiree, sure, why not? Some of the greatest joy after 10 years of military service is continuing to serve. A lot of this artwork was born out of that, a lot of my actions in the Pokemon world, and now into the magical world of YouTube. Hey, we got 100 subscribers. Neat. I got to put a banner up. That was sucked away 2 hours of my life. God damn. Yay! 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 Deli's here. Hey, what's up, dude? Um, hopefully you got good feedback on your assignment. It'll probably take some while, but we'll talk on Discord. We are going to do a double banger. So, two connector paintings, twins, siblings, if you will. One will live in an office, one will live at home. As you see, I have the paper laid out. We can do a top to bottom one where we go like mostly sun and the trees connect, but then them living separately might not be that great. So this might be a challenge. We also have, and that would be two landscape pairs, but we have two portrait pairs like this. So now it's just one giant canvas. This, but in twine. And this might work out to my benefit to do it this way. My hesitation for this option, of course, is Mr. Negative. Yeah. Coffee and contemplation. We're fucking balls deep in it, man. Two knuckles to the elbow, and we're trying to get that second one in. Okay. So my reasoning, my personal taste on portrait style, other than the fact that my easel is pretty much rigged for landscape, because of the thing we talked about, but one day I will fix that. It's on the list. Is when they're separate, like this. This to me feels like I'm being cheated. Think of the old pan and scan, if you will. Great. Clinical trials for drugs I don't want to take. Okay. And then compared to this, the landscape, it's like, oh yeah, it's widescreen. It's not pan and scan anymore on VHS. This is the lame way. This is the future. Letterbox. Charge me $40 extra for the tape, kind of shit. So again, Dave is one of those. Dave is now a painting client, to put it in the parlance of our lawyer friends' terminology. The more questions you ask, the more you can deliver. This is a similar thing that we ran through with Linda, but with Linda, we wanted to be gloves on, very delicate. Hey, I'm just trying to do something nice. Give me a little thing, and I'll run with it. That should apply to Dave, because Dave flat out asked, "Yo, man, don't give a fuck. It's yours. I'll hang it up." So now it's like, oh, you bastard! You unlocked the code to my heart. And now I want to try more than fucking ever. Like, I'm trying for Linda, man. I'm trying. I got a lot of personal, emotional stuff I'm throwing in on that. But on this particular case, I'm like, oh, dude, a rad dude fucking thinks my paintings are rad and wants to do it. How do we do it? Oh, time out, kiddos. So think about the orientation. Talk amongst yourselves for a second on the orientation. Tell me I'm crazy or tell me what to do. Your sister and your mama wants it. Yeah. This is awkward for them. And I thrive on it awkward. All right, I love you.
Love you.
I'll avenge your death.
Okay.
Or you can text me and I'll come running.
Okay.
I'm forbid I move. Okay. I'm going to go turn that up though.
Okay.
And,
Hi, Mom.
Oh. Screw you, sister.
Hi, Brittany.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
I love you. All right, cool. We're back. It was gross. Yeah, Brittany, I got you back. When she just said mom, but not sister. Sister too. Okay, guys. We got the sweet guy pie on our deal. We're trying to figure out for Dave. So Now, on that same fucking token, though, that I was just talking about, if we go like this, double landscape. Come here, sweetie. Don't fall off. If we go double landscape like this, right? As I was trying to explain, like, shit, let me grab this other one. Help illustrate my point for day and night, symmetry, duality, twins, Basil. So, right, we have a sweet nighttime scene, right? That could parallel. And then we run the mountains over this way, and then the beach kind of comes down this way, and then we do rocky shit and a really cool, like, cardinal red sky. And then we can kind of maybe go from there. Now, this is ambitious as fuck to do it on here, right? This is bold. This is not, hey man, you're doing a warm, sunny, setty thing, or you're doing blue. When I was going through the Bob Ross stuff last week, I noticed something on rewatch. In my criticism, I failed to account for the fact that Bob is doing this shit in 24 minutes. Doesn't exactly have the time for detail and nuance, which, when I take roughly 4 hours over 3 streams to do a painting, it's like, oh, and yeah, there's there's some fucking details in this thing, man. There's some funness, right? That you can't do in 30 minutes unless you've got this locked in your fucking head and you're speed running, boom, 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 boom. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not fucking around. I'm not experimenting. I'm not thinking. I'm not asking. Pre-plan out the tape, do the water thing while you're doing the sky. That's already done. You could like get this done in 23 minutes. But that's making this joyful emotional experience. It's removing all of that. Removes it out and just says, hi, I'm a Xerox copy. How many times have I done this? 100 times? Can I do this in 20 minutes? Yes. I've done finger paintings in 20 fucking minutes. I should probably pop that link on a Discord and we can kind of go from there with it. But let me get these tails where they need to be. I don't know why shit likes to migrate. Because it's round and it's nothing to stop it. It's called physics, sir. All right, shut up. Okay. This feels bold. This black canvas stuff definitely does have that. This is the one that broke me. I've got to kind of get into that. What is the technical term? Immersion. A little immersion therapy. I've got to face the fear. I've got to understand the fear. I got to break it down to its components. I got to understand that's over. Be guarded, but don't, shut people off instantly just because they don't know your sordid past of 20 years of trauma and shit like that. Staying open is that's tough. It's a tough one, man. And this time of what and woe, it's kind of tough, right? People will fuck people over like that for nothing. Nothing at all. Thriller, if you will. So, and I would like to finish this in a timely fashion for Pokey Lawyer Dave. While I have the money to ship it out to him, it's like, yeah, here we go. So, yeah, now here we are. Now we've got this huge fucking canvas. In my brain, this style right here, this guy, I can do this size. I can do this size to this size. Sure. But for some strange reason in my head, now I'm like, well, shit, I got to get out the big easel. I'm going to have to tape this way so that way I can paint most of it. Do I start in the center? Do I start over here? What do I want it to look like? What's the connector going to be? Is it going to flow over both yet be its own standalone painting here and its own standalone painting here? And thus is the coffee and contemplation for today. We got about 20 minutes dicking around. So I feel like I'm going to not do what I was going to do. We're going to sketch. We're just going to lay out one so that way we can see the other. Why not just get started? Do not be paralyzed in your fear, or do, and sit in it. It's an emotion. It's valid. You're a human being. Emotions are part of the human experience. So here we go. I'll give you permission. You can feel your feelings as you feel them. Hopefully that makes you feel better because that's how I have to tell it to myself. all the fucking time. So I feel like, yes, I've identified where my fears are at, where my structural differences are. I've kind of assessed my options to wuss out, if you will. This to me feels like the wuss out. Like, ah, man, I'm only gonna get. I could probably get more shots with Dave. Dave's a really cool guy. He probably, a lot of the people back in the day, yeah, they'd have about 5 to 10 pieces of mine. Even Burton to this day probably still has a couple. Mom's little lighthouse that I did, a few other fun things. People in my life around that time usually had 1 to 3 pieces of artwork, regardless. And the longer frame, the wife. If you ever seen me on a Discord call, the background of the living room, just 12 paintings that way. And there's another 4 on the other side that nobody really sees because I like a little mystery, right? And so, it feels like not only would it be cool for Dave, great for me, but also good for you guys that we try to figure out how to do this shit. Now, there's a way to sketch, but without, copying that sort of a thing. So, before we get there, let us get here. Okay, well, I don't know, Bernie, man. You are an artiste your own right and self. Between the Christmas ornaments and a few other fun things, you know, you make art. You could always make your own. My problem is I always make my own and then I sell it or give it away. And then I don't have no art. I have photos that I can go get prints of, which goes back to selling and all these other fucking problems. So with that being said, let's bring it down here. Get you to your spot. Ah, shit. To paint for camera, I got to do this. Uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Now, in case my buddy Nerd Chase is watching, I did send him adult crayons. He broke my fucking heart because there's an edge that you do work this down to. Let's do it this way. He took a knife and went, there's so much material. I was precious about it, much like I joke about with people being precious about their Pokemon bulk and rubber bands. But if he's watching, what you do is you curl and roll this sucker. So, and like that. And you work this. Where's my tool? I need a tool. Tool's over here. You work this little edge right there and you roll it, right? And then that way, all this pigment up here stays on it and you maintain a workable edge. Top of that, you've got this guy here. So if you put it in your hand like that, you might, well, if you really work it, you can get there. But don't fret because the restaurant stolen napkin, allegedly, supposedly, is very quick and easy to not only take off the oils, but the pigment. Because what is this? This is an oil based pigment. Pigment plus oil mashed into a firm paste. There's another fixative that they add to it, but it's very scientific. I don't want to get into that right now. So if you're watching, that's why I sent you the towel. You keep these in the towel. When you need them, you grab one and out of the towel because putting them in a bag, it's going to get all greasy. And then you go into the bag to get it, and then your whole fucking hand is covered. Treat it like nuclear material, but you ain't gonna die. It's just, you need your hands clean and everything else for that. So that's from my buddy Brian Nerd Chase. If he's here, if he's watching, but he's got about an hour and 15 to go, so he's probably checking out shit. Hey guys, let's compromise. We're not gonna go this way for you. We'll go right here in half for us. So maybe I do want to do color. Fuck it. We'll flip it over. We can do color if we like it. We've got 16 minutes. Let's see if we can do it. Statute of limitations on common theft is 5 years in the fair state of Utah. These are well over 16 years old. At least one of them is. I did buy a bunch, but it's fun to joke around, guys. Okay. Uh, so true sketch. Interesting. Interesting. Boring as shit. So let's just go. Let's go above boring as shit slightly. We'll just draw in our nice. See if I can get you a little closer. No, that doesn't work. That's not gonna work. Okay. Oh, something about like this. If I do it like this, though, you can see. Because hey, isn't it nice to see? I was rewatching some old lives. As I rewatch them, I can stomach them. The further back I go, oh god, no. I'm already to the YouTuber status. I was like those zero ones, except for the one in the studio. Dude, get your fucking hand out of the way. Right? So we got a little basic seascaper guy here. We can turn it this way for you. Like that. Okay, we got a little basic idea there. And then we're doing a ginormo cliff like this. Add some beef to it. Make it more cliffy. High point, come down. Just kind of feels and ideas. Basic structure. So we can get over the fear of how the fuck we're going to connect this over. But we're just 5-year-old memory levels of eh. We're not even sure this is our final, because this is a super duper sketch, right? Coming over here, we're finishing up our little lines. Shut up. So coming in here, we'll just add in a little more C to make it fucking feel real. We did something here, guys. Okay. We come down here where this meets. There's probably going to be some rocks, some ledges, some little beefy middle guys here. Just something chilling out there, because we've determined that this guy here, so this needs to be little. So maybe that went out a little too far. We'll just fucking end it right there. Bam. Right. Okay. Let us, um, fuck it. We'll just do it like this. Yeah, a little ocean thingy. Bap. Bap. Something like that needs to come up. Let's see, but then we've got right back here doing some things. Right into this kind of crasher. Something like that. Of course, now the way I like to usually finish off my waves, it's a cheat. It's a cheat code. Let's take a look. Right, you can see all the splashes. This one guy goes back here, so we can't really see him. We got this angle over here, and it kind of works its way out, right? Now, the wave's got to do something, right? Well, tell you what, if we can't see it, we don't have to worry about it. How about that, right? So, god damn it, let me just do it like this, or just come in here and just put a big old bastard rock right there. With that big bastard rock, we've now finished the wave and really kind of set the tone for what's going on here. So let's do this and let's do that. Come in here, we'll make this really dark just to give us our sense of foreground and everything else. But even then, my simple little sketches, we got little fun things and they kind of wrap around here. There's a little guy here and what have you, whatever. So I was thinking for the sky, normally I would do the sky, but since I blocked it all off, we could actually wait for it. So for the sky, I've gotten very tight in my thinking about clouds. Hey, Tulipy. Hey, appreciate the popping and hello. Remember me on rewatch. Um, Catch up on all the goodness. 2x until you start seeing me do shit. It's always a great thing. So thank you. Please enjoy yourself at work. Um, Work hard enough, plan ahead. You won't have to be there forever if you don't want to be. Or, hey, man, retirement sucks when you're bored. Remember COVID? It's like that all the time. So, um, but yeah, no, appreciate you guys. Things have happened in my life that I'm going to keep personal, but always remember the people that you choose to love. Make sure you say you love them. And you say the way I'm leaving. Every time she leaves that door without me, she's getting the I love you. So just getting that good habit, much like we're doing here with our good habits of practicing and doing the right things. Keep that in the back of your mind. So it's very tight about my thinking about clouds, right? I'm very loose down here with stuff. Very, very fucking loose down here, right? But up here, I'm still a little tight. So the thing to think about it is it's not necessarily that a circle that beams out in layers, right? It could actually be a little perspective thing. So we just start off with a little guy here, and we just rock and roll, getting bigger and bigger the closer we come. Now take a look. It doesn't look like much now, but then if we come back in with some nice little swirlies and twirlies and little guys, starting from the back, working our way forward. And this is still tight to me. This feels very linear, right? But then if I change the shadow angles and maybe I make this one up a little bigger, I work this way, maybe we can make it work. But what I've done is I've started up here and given that really fucking deep illusion, much to here, where I was all careful about these angles and this guy coming up and then this guy getting darker. There are these thoughts, right? And then we come up here with a fucking barn burner up top, right? Just the underneath, but we get to see a little bit, right? Shoo. Right, and we come in here, and then this is where maybe the sun is. So that little cloud group that I was talking about really kind of breaks it up this way. So it'll be like, now it's going to look funny. But basically, there's my sun, and I got these little wispy clouds, but then I got this big bitch right there, and this thing going on here. And we pretty much have a sky, right? We can leave this alone. We'll play with color and variation and blending and stuff. Uh, Pokemon, Poke Frank. If you guys are deep into the Poke world, hop over to Poke. Hey, drop your own link, Frank, before you go. If you want to go check out Frank, win some shiny cardboard. And oh yeah, Kazune's locked into that easy peasy Streamlabs. You're in the danger zone. No Streamlabs, no Nightbot, no nothing, bro. We no fate, but what we make here. Kazune coming in clutch, bro. This is why I value and appreciate you in more ways than my wife finds acceptable. Okay, so now here's the question that okay, let's bring this up. Let's talk. We're just gonna talk, okay? Bring this up. Hop out of the shadow real quick. Indulgence time. Free cardboard? Fuck yeah, Mr. Negative. But dude, Frank does hangman. So you have to guess letters to guess the word. 5 misses, you're out. Okay. Plus you're in a giveaway thing on Streamlabs. So then it's like, okay, pool out of 25, you might get picked 2, 3 times a stream. And you've got to get it right to win anything. So, it's a little fun. It's lower stakes, but the thrills are exquisite. So yeah, head on over there, check it out. Oh, okay, yeah. Like what I know about Frank, I'm very limited because me and Frank also stream at the same time. So most of what I know about Frank is on his downtime. But one day, I swear to God, I will utilize all 24 hours for like a week, and I will catch up on everybody's shit, and I will know everything, and it'll be awesome. But today's not that day. But find out for yourself. One of two mottos: choose your own adventure. Number one, number two, and it's probably going to overtake number one. Number two, always, always listen to the Black Lady. Horror movies have taught us this, society, life, everything. if you would have only listened to the black lady, things would definitely be different right now. Just saying. That's a micro and a macro and another thing. And if you feel fucking differently, cool. Start up your own YouTube live. I'll watch you. We'll talk. Okay. Them's the rules. You can criticize if you do and produce and show. Can't be like, well, I do this all there. Photos or it didn't fucking happen. You know what I'm saying? So, as we're contemplating here, we have our transition points to paper number 2. We'll slide it over like these, right? Can we get both in? Mostly. We get the important parts. So, just really quickly. Yeah, this is real easy to do, guys. I'm telling you what. Some lines that cross right on over. Red Rover, Red Rover. Send the cliffside on over. Something like that. Give you a little break. Now you see. Do you see? But now you see. Yeah, Frank, depending on how long I go, man, I'll probably just manually raid you or something like that. Otherwise, I will catch you at the Hollow Hunters sometime after 6:30. My time, that is. Okay. So now, let's put it back together. Let this marry the siblings, right? We've kind of got some indications of what our transition point is going to be, where the thing lives. But what the fuck is going on here? And then what's going to continue to go on here? Are we just doing trees? Right? And then I can do the moonlight over here. So the sun is shining this way and the moon is shining this way, much like my shadow. Come on, Ed. Get in there. Get in the game, head. Yeah. So this is the moon, and this is the moonlight. And then that's the sun, and then the sunlight. Right? Kazune got the hidden joke, bro. Gold star for you. Cause oh, you think I'm fucking around with the gold stars, Cause? Oh, what my. What are these, sir? I figure my comment contest, because who doesn't like a contest? I need to do while I go take a shit or whatever the hell happens to me. Hey, insert sign here that says making out with the wife, don't be jealous, I'll be right back. Signage. What kind of signage? Because I don't want to do graphics, because I don't want to get cameras and pay for Streamlabs or anything else. I want this brass tacks, bare bones. Me, you, baby, a laptop, and YouTube. You know, that's kind of it. Right? Cos, bro. I am Mr. Nostalgia, bro. 9 years of trivia shows at the bar. Like, yo, hey guys, remember these? Remember the markers? I was like, please do not stiff them in the bar in Utah. Okay, that's 2 drugs. They do not allow that in the state of Utah. Paint some signs. Okay, yeah, Mr. Negative, thank you. My Mr. Negative went long story short. I tend to go short story long. So yeah, what signs do I need? Be right back, taking a shit, kissing the wife, coffee and contemplation time, starting screen, ending screen. You know, give me a list of this shit. And then as we go along, catchphrases will come out, and then I just make a new sign. And then it's something simple and easy that we can do that'll be gone fishing. You and me go fishing in the dark. Oh God. Okay. We can go fishing. But we're not there yet. That's for later, but marinate on it, man. Maybe make some notes and then leave them in the comments after the live for me. That way I can actually look at them, remember them, and do something about them, right? What do we got? We got a minute. That way, maybe I can adhere to a schedule today. See, Now maybe making this so dramatic out here is where I'm doing it. So maybe I should pull this back to about here-ish and give this, instead of half and half, I give it 2/3 ski, and then here, and then this is mostly that. Death is something personal. Taxes is something we should all do and not necessarily enjoy, but understand the need for them. And of course, lawyers are for Pokey Lawyer Dave, because this is going to be, this is the idea that I had, and this is me putting it out as far as I can visualize it from my head. Okay. This is okay. We took it out of my head, we put it on here. But what the fuck do I do here? So we either got to draw trees, figure that out, or we look at inspiration, other photos. Maybe, hey Jess, thanks for thanks for representing not only the southern hemisphere but the eastern hemisphere or semisphere. Jess is one of the best, and she's pretty much from Utah. You cannot get any further away from me without fucking going right back around again. So it's amazing that she's here, and she got her subscriber count. And I swear to God, Jess, the next time you go live, I'm getting CTR to raid you. I'm doing it. You already know. You've already set the groundwork. You just need that little bastard troll just to fucking needle Ryan until he gets it. It'll be great. I learned it from watching you, Jess. Cause what are we saying here? I was thinking the moon on the left as the cliff represents the end of the road. Right is the sunlight with a dirt paths surrounded by stages of something representing the star. Okay, man. Cause, guys, hold on. All right. Now, we're going to extend out coffee and contemplation time a little bit longer here because I feel like I've already got this thumbnail painting that we're going to do. I'm going to try for it, and we'll try to finish it. No, Jess. Enjoy yourself at work. Every time I see you, you're a joy. So if that helps you in any way, use it to get through work if you need to. Keep on working until you're in your happy spot, girl. Okay. Um, I have no idea you're going to do, right? Subtlety in all things, brother. Multiple layers on things with me. There are on its face, lawyer speak again, on its face, the meaning of the law smothered over with a nice little precedence bubble of, well, nobody's ever done that before, right? But yeah, Jess, you're amazing. Please carry that forth with you. And damn, girl, your laugh is contagious. I'm real sorry we almost fucking killed you on your live stream, but it was very dope. It was very dope. So yeah, we'll a little less, just a little less humor. We missed you. We missed you so much. All right, but no pressure, girl. Just you going on live would be amazing too. Just like me, you just talk. It's weird. It's fucking weird just talking to yourself in a room. Okay, back to Kazune at hand. Now, Kazune is really focusing in on the emotion, the meaning. Now, I talked about it. That's where this frustration is coming in, and why I can't really see it. Kazune is answering the underlying question of what does it mean, and when you know that, then you can express that on painting, and then that meaning can either be hidden under layers, and you tell the person, "Hey, man, I know you had it for about a year, but did you ever notice this? You ever feel that way about it? Okay, Brad, you did, right? Very cool. So, Kaj, you're in that primordial muck goo of creation there, starting with the story and the feeling first. Me, I usually have a feeling, I attach some objects to that feeling to really hone and express it. Then the color of that feeling comes through. And then usually I just fucking ass backwards wing it into what the rest I'm going to do. So, I think it would be nice and traditional because we can go over this in a little bit. We're gonna let this one literally marinate, but thankfully I now have it on paper. I've physically manifested this out of my head with the notion and the color and just the basic fucking little sketches of shapes. Right now, imagine if I would have taken the time for color, precision, real, true thoughtfulness where just this could have gone. But I'm just trying to get it out of my head. So we'll put this aside for a second. We got that aside. We got this aside. $10,000 for sides? What are these sides cure cancer? Yes, in fact, the sides cure cancer. YouTube, that's a joke. Take a joke, YouTube. Okay. Whew. We're getting there, kiddos. It's very nice to have all of you here. I don't care about likes, I care about comments at the end, and I care about you being here or rewatching and then commenting. It is very helpful to me for my success, and I'm not trying for monetization. Nothing more of this needs to come other than me just fucking continuing to do it, to do it right, child. Okay, lessons learned from this little guy is acrylic's a bitch to blend. Oils much more forgiving. Oil pastels, I can really add in more color and I can blend. Right, there's still some tactile movability to it, but once acrylic fucking dries, it is there. And the way I paint, it's the thinnest possible layer on there. Ain't no scraping that bitch off or anything. But also with that, we have learned to not be so fucking precious about paintings. Remember what this originally looked like? That white seascape, the white mountains and things. And we practiced this. Thank God we practiced this because practicing this gave us that right there. So with the guy, because I had to try it and kind of suck at it first, and then I kind of moved on from it. Right. So remember to practice, and then wing it and do your goddamn best and try to finish that fucker, right? That's the third motto. First motto, choose your own adventure. Number 2, listen to the black lady. Number 3, try to finish the fucking painting. Okay, we're doing a lot, right? Yeah, and of course, Cons, you've actually been here to help push me along. You and Pokey Alice in Wonderland. Oh, I can't remember her actual name, but I probably shouldn't do it. Okay, so blending is a bitch. So what we have to do is we have to think about the colors. Think about the colors that we're going to do. We have to remember when we lay it out onto our palette, because hey, I'm a dirty bastard and I didn't clean this. Remember when we did it? We had yellow, 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 yellow ochre, pink, purple, right? This last one over here needs to be bigger, and this one just needs to be teeny tiny, right? And so we can stage out our colors, we can stage out our amounts. That way, because acrylic has that half-life of drying, that way we can just pre-stage it out, have it ready to go, have enough paint ready to go, so that way when we go up here and do this, we can quickly lay in that first layer, still wet, dirty brush, next layer, dirty brush, and we could really, really get that fine blending point out. Now, there's not a lot of subtlety in this yellow. I'm sure if I would have brought out a little bit of white right there, then fine. I'm not fucking with this anymore. It looks nice up there. All the black ladies said, quit fucking with it. And I didn't, and I kept fucking with it. Thankfully, I saved it. And yeah, here we are. Yeah, Deli, I being a unicorn, and my wife. Okay, yeah. 3 powerful indexes of I'm dumb and I should stop what I'm doing. Please listen. Be a first time listener. Colors that we're doing are blue. Then we're going to do them down here with blue, and we'll need some black and grays later on, some whites, and then a little bit of tan down here. Then we're going to have our dueling palm trees kind of here. No clouds. This is just going to be pure color. Also, with that, remember, interesting, boring as shit. So don't do it. Brittany's like, man, he's saying all the shit he said for years. I'm like, yeah, I'm still long-winded. I still have my bullshit weirdness. But I graduated high school in 1999. Woodstock and all that shit. Woodstock 94 until it died. Woodstock 95. Now, as I question this, how much sky do I really want? We're going to do a rock face here because we're painting the thumbnail, kiddos. Exit out, look at the thumbnail, and be like, oh, okay. I see what he's doing when he finishes paintings. So boring as shit is going to be right here. That's too much. Let's go a little lower. Yeah. Now straighten up so we can actually put it on straight. Only time we ever care about straightness around here is when we're trying to paint a fucking water line. All right. Otherwise, your water spills off your painting and life sucks. Now, eventually, here, we are going to advance in our things. And I'm basically when the new paints get here. Dele has a sneak preview of the remix, one of my at my pinnacle oil paintings, where I literally painted out like this. So it was like an articuno, if you will, a nice round shape like this, you know, and a nice circle. And then we did all the same color all the way around. We did this all the way down and around. The whole painting was that. And then I layered in the mountains on top of it and kept it very clean, very minimalist, very discreet, subtle, you know, unlike me. Most people are intimidated by my beard and my tattoos. And I kind of laugh because I'm like, well, that's one thing, but I'm a chatty fuck Kathy. How did the first syllable out of my mouth and my tone and gleeful childlikeness did not give you every clue that I just happen to be a big bearded man, and that doesn't mean anything. Stereotypes are there for a reason, but maybe not. Hey, Brittany, there is no kind of painting. There's my style and your style. I've always appreciated what you guys do. Brianna's a crafter. Is crafting an art? Is knitting and sewing? She makes some really cool stuff for ornaments and fixes my jeans and shit like that. So, without further ado or fanfare, are we straight? We straight out of Compton here? Feeling straight. Feeling lit, feeling light. 2 a.m. summer night. Okay, now for this one, we're going to set in the same color and the same color, and then we're going to drop down here and do it. So, even if we screw up and we don't plan this out rightly, first off, we're at least trying. We're getting that tactile hands on experience of actually putting some shit on here. Oh my God. Better call Jack, the lawyer with the big hands. Pokey Lawyer Dave, I need your approval on something. I'm not sure how long you've been here, but I appreciate you being here. We are plotting out your office and your home painting, sir. So your office, and this one would be your home. And then when they do live together, when you get them, then you're gonna have to break up this happy home. Um, they will connect and go through. So I was thinking a Pacific Coast Highway kind of thing, little vibe here, but without the road, mind you, and then maybe some trees up here. But my problem is my head is only half complete. I've got one painting, but I don't know how to stretch across. Okay, Dave. No worries. Just feathering it in for a new guy. Please go back and correct my legalese and my phraseology and the understanding of the four basic tenets of law, precedents, all that fun shit, right? Well, of course, Dave. I also talked about how you like. I feel about your painting and Linda's painting in the same way. I both just want you guys to feel something because I've been trapped in four gray fucking walls of an office, and it's like, no, bro. I don't smoke, so I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna stare at this bitch and feel those colors, hear the crashy of the wave, as Daniel Domeno says that some of my paintings make him feel. Remember the time in Aruba or whatever. I'm like, okay, Aruba, home, maybe Texas. I'll have fireworks or something fun. But Dave, I'm bold and brave, so I was thinking, and I kind of talked myself out of it. But now that you're here, I was thinking we would do you a day and night connector. So you'd have the nice day here and then the moonlight. But instead of it being like this, it would be trees and fun little paths and maybe a waterfall or something behind it. Uh yeah, I know, but there's precedent and case history with uh black paintings, painting on black things. And furthermore, guys, if you are going to go bold and brave with this, please, for the love of goddamn Christ, do not fill this with white paint and go like this. Do not do that because you're going to get these big old snot balls. these long guys that just do not look like stars. What you want to do is load it up with white paint, dip that shit in thinner or white, depending on the medium. I know what you're going to do as well. It's all kind of loosey goosey. You're going to come up here and you're going to go, bam, and you're just going to tap. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get those perfect circle stars. Unlike this shit, where it's like, cool, I'm taking 2 minutes to do something cool on Instagram. All right. Sorry. Hate rant over. Back to Dave for a minute before we start painting our thumbnail today. Dave, great day to show up. We're painting the thumbnail. That was done on oil pastel, so we're actually going to do it on acrylic. Um, so bold and brave. You said basically what I was getting at is uh, Linda was coy about her things. Dave was open. Dave's like, just paint some fucking shit, bro. I appreciate your style, and the meaning behind it will be assessed because I appreciate your style. Everything else will happen when you finish the fucking paintings. Motto number 3: finish the fucking paintings, right? So, and of course, cardinal red, Dave, is going to be our underlying color for all of our fun clouds and shit like that. And then we can do cardinal red for rocky things or whatever the fuck we figure out how to do. So now that you're caught up and we are now Dave approved, signed, sealed, delivered, notarized. Here we go. We are now going to finish the fucking painting. Nerd Chase kicks off here in about 42 minutes. Hollow Hunters is at 6, Pokejack's at 7. Kev the Poke Ghost, if you want to hear A Princess of Mars, the first book in the John Carter of Mars series from Edgar Rice Burroughs. Kev the Poke Ghost is an amazing artist, and whereas I'm a Bob Ross that swears, he's the gentle, babbling brook of Bob Ross reading a book, and it's amazing. So, well, you know, I was pre-law for a long fucking time there, and then knowing what every box means on a federal form kind of gives you a little insight into the nature of lawyers and stuff. Plus, my communication law class, I had to write a dissenting brief on the 1967 Supreme Court case, destruction of voter cards, and the nature of declaration of war. Fun fucking 10-page paper to write, brother, but whoo, I lost it. Computer fried itself 75% of the way to completing, 6 hours to go. Right, this was revisionist done, so I didn't have certain chunks of it ready to go. Nightmare. Popped some Adderall, got that bitch done in 6 hours because that professor was a no nonsense fucker who then later ran away due to embezzlement. It's fun. The stories that people weave when you see how they live. All right. We're there, kiddos. Let's do it. We're painting the thumbnail. Right? It's the fucking college fear, right? And there's a lot of planning and organization used to mitigate that disruption. And then all of a sudden, every fucking fail safe and plan just boof. And then you're under the goddamn gun and you're like trying to salvage it. There's that Brendan Fraser movie, With Honors. Joe Pesci and all of that, same thing. I only have one copy. The power's out. I'm going to go get it. And then he fucking loses it. It's nuts, right? The Vedic origins of karma. Jesus Christ, man. What is it? Philosophy? Interesting one. My favorite English paper was 10 source article entitled, See, Science is Wrong, Bigfoot Can Be Real. And at the time, it was like 4 or 5 years after, 2012. 2008, they found giant squids off the coast of Japan. You know, the 20,000 leagues under the sea type shit, you know, the stuff of sailor talk. Hey, it's not real. And of course, yeah, they captured one live on camera and shit. And it's like, oh man. And then of course you go into dinosaur bones in China that lead to misconceptions about dinosaurs and feathers and other fun things. A raptor locked into battle with a triceratops, that level of thing. And then a few other fun things, and the fact that there's only one piece of Bigfoot evidence. That's the fucking Zapruder film. It's not the Zapruder film. It's the Biggs Pearson film or whatever. It's clearly a dude in a fucking suit, but they tried, right? And so, yeah. Basically, it's me supporting science at the same time, fucking completely saying, see, science don't know. You know, leaving open the I'm hypocritical but I'm very aware of my condescending nature. And in spite of that, let's have some fun with it. It's very fun. It's a very South Asian history, motherfucker, dude. What, like Angkor Wat levels of like cradle to grave there? Holy shit. We can talk papers, Dave. We can hop on a Discord call or whatever you need to. I'm retired, brother. I'm here for your mental health in between cases and shit. Just make sure you know the filming rules in your various courthouses. So let's grab some blues. We're grabbing the blues. All right. Now, in an effort to better plan out and stay organized, we're gonna try to layer this fucker out with our actual paints. What? Viridian. That's too green. We got a navy blue. Let's just see now. I do get more paints on Wednesday. Hey man, I used to host it. I look forward to it. I've got all of my shit at the ready, bro. Pick a topic. I'll rock your world with it. I have 58 Mean Girls questions. The old film, yeah, from varying levels of everyone should know this to oh fuck you. Did you even watch the movie? You know, like what color sweatshirt was dude? I wish I had it with me. It was dude wearing when he stole Katie's bag. I fucked up Jeopardy contestants before in the fair city of Salt Lake City. Well, hey man, on Wednesdays we wear pink, and Wednesdays always trivia night. No, what am I pulling out yellow ochre for? Focus, focus. We are doing blues. We're gonna get the blues, but they're gonna be the happy blues. Oh yeah, brother, man, I got it on Cable Guy, RoboCop. You want to do Death Race, Quentin Tarantino, Flesh Pink, no. Um, yeah, I got Chris Marama Kwanzaa, if you want to get all holiday about it. We can get in the cage, Dave. We can get in the cage with Nick Cage, brother. My patron saint of trivia and drunken frivolity. 6 foot tall Nick Cage. He's life size. It's so great, right? We did dual battles with all of it, and then we finished it off. Nick Cage, Cage Battle 5 was 5 Nick Cage films, 12 questions a pop. Yeah, we were doing Wild at Heart. We were doing the obscure Cage. This is the time before Pig and all of that. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I got a little River Band in the CD changer. I got 6 CDs in the back. I always got Little River Band on cue. Okay, we're picking blues. I've got the blues. So I got a turquoise green. That's kind of in between that. I've got a phthalo blue. I got my favorite Prussian blue. We all know this. This we know. And in the field of blue, I got ultramarine blue, which probably sits here. And on top of that, we've got white paint just in case. I have 2 other blues coming. And see, now the problem with blue is with colors. Okay, a little more or less in time, but I swear to God, we're actually going to put paint to canvas, guys. Trust me. Believe you me, this. Um, you have primary colors. Primary colors are your base. You cannot find anything that will mix into a primary color. Primary colors mix into other colors. Primary, secondary, tertiary. When we do tertiary colors, we're talking this outer color right here, right? Secondary colors are right about here, this brown. Usually, if you mix most things together, you get brown, right? But black is also in that kind of thing, but it's very easy to do black. You just mix all the colors together, and then, well, no, because then it's brown and black is then color theory, kiddos. It's called YouTube. It's all available for you. Please get 3 sources or more before you take anything as gospel. Or maybe you get lucky and you find that one that really feels and sounds and is verifiable real quick and easy. Cool. And then you go from there. So red, yellow, and blue are, of course, our primary colors. So there's nothing I can do to mix blue. I can just fuck with its shade and its tone. Ultramarine is only really good for mixing other colors. It's a nice way to brighten and enrich our stuff. So we're going to toss this one. Shit. Let's test. Fuck it. Let's test. We need to test. Give me my tester. What we do here is we practice. We try. If we don't know, fuck it. We go for it. We try. We think about it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna set out a little bit of each color and see how it fucking goes. Wait, you mean you weren't just naturally talented at this? I mean you still gotta think shit through even though you do successful things? You're goddamn right, man. Anybody that's not actively trying or practicing pretty much is doomed to Xerox and die on the vine, as the grapes in Napa would say. Yeah, looking at that bitch. Wow, and it jumped out of there too. Come on. Come on, sweetie. There's a lot. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Put him over here. All right. So yeah, as you can see on the screen, blue, kind of green, not quite minty, but it is fun. Now this is our phthalo blue. So this is similar to less green than this one, but it's not quite pure blue neither. But let's just try it out, man. Pretty sure turquoise green is going to lose, but maybe it's that nice warm thing that will save us on our practice run here. All right, got some good amount of it. Now, as you notice, this is almost black, but as you remember, if you set your thinking caps and way back Machine Sherman to this fucking guy, this whole thing is just painted with the phthalo blue. A lot of phthalo blue, little, right? Phthalo blue down. Actually, that's a little bit of this first color. But you get the idea, the general sense of it. So here we go. We've got our paint set out. We're just going to take a 1-inch brush. We know it's a 1-inch brush because it says it's a 1-inch brush. Okay. We bring up for the real deal, Rancher. Rancher, I'm not above anything. In fact, another thing while I'm talking about this here, look, we're just going to go right into this. Now, Rancher, a lot of people are here for Pokemon. So I thought maybe I'd do a little series about what components make up like an oddish. Boop. And then you have some green leaves, you throw it there, little feeties, some eyeballs, boom, oddish, right? Up to more technical things like Rayquaza and stuff like that, where you have different panels and components, some straight curved lines and shit like that. So in that same vein, I consider pet portraits, people, and buildings all in the same kind of area where I could, give me a nice photo reference or something fun. In fact, I'll show one of the wife's. Now we're still very much wet on here. We're just gonna grab a little bit more. Just gonna dab that on there, right? Same dirty brush, boom, right into it. Right fucking into it. Go. With acrylics, go. Now we're doing this in a circle to really test the limits of what these paints are gonna look like on top of each other. But when we do it, we're gonna do Jesus Christ. Hey, how about you show us what you're doing, dickhead? Okay, come on up here. We're doing a round circle. When we do this, we're going to be doing half moon, right? We're going to start off light color all the way here, then next color, finishing off with the dark up top. But for this one, I want to see the full scope from middle out of what this blues and this turquoise ass green is going to look like. Because maybe this green layer doesn't look good on the palette. It doesn't look good visually. Or maybe just this little guy here, he's that hidden little secret. The little guy that says, no, put a lot of paint on me, get that next color of blue on me, make it real subtle and light. Oh, man. It'll be that 12th ingredient of KFC chicken. Or as Colonel would say, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. Right? Oof. The green is overpowering. I think maybe I might lose it because it feels weird. And of course, this is two different paint companies. We're mixing it on the brush, wet on the deal. We're just trying to see what we're playing with here. Because maybe adding white to that turquoise green could give us a little better results. Looking for that warming blue feeling. Not the sad kind of feeling. Because the other thing you have to worry about here is what time of year is it? Is it the rainy season in the tropics? Is it this? Is it that? All right, now we're going right into our sweet Big Daddy. It's a Prussian blue. We're going right to the edge here. I'm just going to keep filling it in. Just applying paint in a nice circle. Okay, but we're also kind of, remember our clouds. Hey, we're practicing for all kinds of shit here, okay? One thing leads to another. Because one thing leads to another. All of a sudden, things just feel a little cool. Now, we're not going to get our primo results because this is our 5th layer on this painting. So this has got not as well as it should be. Whereas the outside where the dark paint is, yeah, it's like, no, fuck you, I don't care. I don't care what's underneath. We're doing it. All right. I'm just going to take the clean brush, gently work our way out. Now, I should have done this between layers. Oops. We got right there in the middle. Because we've learned to blend multiple layers. Start from the end, and you stay the fuck to the outside with the dark. Do not bring the dark into the goalie area, right? Bad things will happen to you. Okay. Something bad like that. Get all this paint off the brush so I can save these and use them again. Oh. Hey, Rancher. You're not the right color. Hey, Dave. Oh, no. Dave, you're good. Rancher. Hey, oh, shit. Fat fucking fingers. Don't go to his channel. Yeah, we're just going to mod up everybody. That way you guys know who's new or maybe needs to do it. We got to go back to the Sistra. And I give you the power to fuck with the channel, but you don't really need to. What you need to do is help me help myself. That's what Kaz was talking about. Trust the process. Bring you in for this. Right? That little bit of green is okay, but it's not the flavor that I want. Because if you go back and look at the thumbnail, it's like this, but with one more layer. But down below, when we're doing the water, as you look down here, when we're doing that water, right? It almost looks like water going across. So, oh yeah, but hey, Brittany, you do that. You moderate me in real life too. You know, you already know what you're fucking in for. The rest of these poor fools are only about 5 weeks into actually hearing my real voice, tonality, and shit. So you've got a decade long hung up. Hang on. Okay. We, of course, just dry brushed it down. We're going to throw this down here. We're going to put this away for another day. And we're going to bring our guy back up. Oh, we're going to keep it right side up. I almost put this as the C and this is that. So, back to square. This navy blue, not so good. We're throwing him back. Turquoise green, we're going to save for the bottom half when we redo this. So basically, I'm going to have just the thinnest. Well, most of this is going to be this. Thank God I have more blues coming tomorrow. Otherwise, this is going to get shitty. right? Thanks, dude. The colors are going to be fun. So basically, we're doing a light, a medium, and a dark. Most of the light, like light, and then the medium, and then the dark, right? And then we'll go down here and we'll do the same, but we'll add in that little green, give that little sky sea action. So without further ado, we're fucking around. Fuck it, we got to put these in the drink. We're just the gone, the gone. Okay. Um, Pretty much I got to put out all this blue. That's just all there is to it. We're taking the tube. We're going full fucking toothpaste on it. And we're going to hope and pray that we leave enough for down here. Because we're going to go dark to light. Same thing, 2 sections. We'll come back. We'll have some fun with it. Okay, that's not scary at all. Oh, God. We got our big old glabber there. And then to make sure we can blend it, we are going to throw out a nice healthy space away. A nice chunk of medium. Now, remember what I said? Start smaller, get bigger. Well, this is the biggest portion of it. Biggest to littlest. Insert your Monty Python joke here. Biggest, dickest. He is one of my friends. Why do you find that funny? All right. Take that little bit of time. Organize, plan it, prep it, have it in your head, do it how you need to, and then execute. Oh yeah, Rancher. Yeah, like I said, you don't actually have to mod chat. Everybody in here is real fucking cool. You're helping me. Hey, bro, don't fucking do that. Hey, man, I listened to your other lessons, and you're breaking about 7 of your fucking rules, and you're not really explaining to me how or why you're doing that. So fucking knock it off, bro. Okay, let's get you in here. Okay, we're stepping their paint onto our 1-inch brush. We're going in. Just gonna start laying in this color. Now down here is where we really are gonna want to work, okay? Because up here is where we want to work fast, because that's where we're gonna blend, right? Sure, dude, we've done this. That's why we're all here. We're just scrubbing in as much paint evenly and quickly as possible. Think of the brush strokes, think of the clouds that could be in there. Think about the layers. Because since we're not going to be cheating with clouds and shit, we really need the paint to be marbled, finished, ready to go. But at the same time, letting our eyes kind of think. There's some fun wispy shit back here. Simply because of the way we pressed in the brush. Okay, now you should be able to see some lighter indications of our coloring. So we're going to continue in, loading the shit out of this brush. We're going to get in here. I'm going to finish this fucking base layer off, and we're going to blend some shit together, get some sea, some rocks, some beach, a couple waves, palm trees, and then we signed these fucker. Now going up here, see how we're kind of getting there. Remember where your blend points are going to be. Right? You can see the color gets fun. Just playing with color, nothing wrong with it, man. You don't even need to throw in a landscape, man. It's called minimalism in the art world, if you want to be fancy art school efficient about it. And yeah, you could do some things, but gear yourself up for the fuck you criticism of my 6-year-old could do that. And it's like, I don't know, dude. Just talking to you, I would hope your progeny takes after their other parent, maybe. You know, that type of criticism usually comes from a certain Stereotypes are there for a reason, kids. Short story long. That's what we're saying. That's what we out here saying. That's what we're doing. Okay, we're just gonna get a little higher up here. Just gonna use more of that paint to give us enough time to take this dirty brush, blend it into our next color. A lot of people are going to tell you it's hard to blend acrylics. Yes, because A, you don't have enough paint on the goddamn canvas, and you take too much fucking time. All right, now we are going into our phthalo blue. Right up on top, same dirty brush. Mixing it right into what's going to be left of my light blue until hopefully tomorrow. Okay. We got a nice soft center in here. We got our flow going here. We got our layout. Now let's just get in here and lay down a nice thick fucking layer of paint. Right, we can see the moon, everything else. Take our nice dry brush. Just come in and give us that layer that meets. Again, let the brush dance. Mostly we're just trying to get that smooth transitional color to make its fucking way down the canvas. We'll come back in, we'll add some more darks, some more lights, some more what have yous. We've got plenty of sky and plenty of paint to go. Push your arm out of the way so the folks at home can see. All right. Getting all the paint off that dry brush and where it needs to go. Sure, we've got our edges here and here on the tip. Okay, brush is fucked. Don't worry. Put it in the water. We'll get another one. Same middle color because we're not quite to Prussian blue yet. But we're getting there. Hey, look at this, man. We're almost halfway done right from the start, right? And we want to be careful here because we're going darker, right? But we want to preserve what the fuck we just did. So be deliberate. Go slow. Maybe let a little sweat roll down your ear and try to distract you from shit. Whatever you gotta do. We're just creating more of that gradation. And we'll end off this layer, same way we did this one, thick, and we'll blend in the dark. You can just scrub that shit in there. It'd be pretty cool. Down here. About that edge. Some of this extra paint. How are we looking? Pretty cool. Add a little sparkler there to give us some more layered up transition. Go full brick into that paint. Let's fucking go. Now, if I was using my big ass brush, I'd already be out of paint. So that's why it's kind of nice to keep you in frame. But it's kind of nice to build up these layers with this smaller brush. Gives you a chance to really get that fucking paint off the brush and onto the canvas, letting it pick up what it wants to pick up. And we're going to get there. We're going to have just a nice, fun little warm sky. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to save that over here for the mountain. So let's come back over here, maybe just rub it a little bit. Just a little guy. Just a little guy. Go up here, really work that paint in up top here. That way our next layer can blend with this color. And we get another color of blue and a fade transition point. Okay, same dirty brush, one color left, Prussian blue. Just get that fucking paint on there. Okay, come up here, bam. Starting at the corners. Keep it dark. Leave a lot of paint in this corner. Okay, we don't want a lot of fading. Okay, we want this to be fucking dark. Right? Something like this. And when we come back in and quickly blend, we'll be okay. We want this layer to be the pure layer, the true layer, the top layer. And we're just going to hope and pray that we've applied it fast enough and quick enough, and my happy disabled ass hasn't destroyed my shoulder for the day. We're just going to blend it on in. We're going to call it sky, and then we're going to have coffee and contemplation really quickly about what I've said, what we're doing, what's going on. Friends, family, life, coffee, and contemplation. All right. Pop that in there. Right, and then this layer down here, I'm just going to grab it, pull it down. Okay, grab another 2-incher. Leave this one right here. 3 hairs and some air. 3 hairs and some air. We're just want to get that 1-inch brush stroke off the canvas. We don't want to push a lot of paint around. We just want to lay it flat, let its dynamicism pop through, but not look like I used a 1-inch brush to paint. It'll look like a natural sky floating and doing its thing. Fuck, why do I always do this? I'd be fine without it. So let's just go up here, finish this, grab a little bit of this. Okay. Take our dry brush, grab a towel. Get all that extra paint off of it. So we're going to need this again for down here. Yeah, we're going to paint the sea with this big bastard. Fuck it. Okay. Because this guy's going in the drink. How we looking? What? How we feeling? What? Okay, we got a little smoother. Into the drink you go. Okay, a little bit more on this guy. We're going to stand up. We're going to drink water because, believe it or not, I believe I've been live for, we got 450. Jesus. 10 minutes to Nerd Chase. He's going to miss me. I noticed on the other one, I went 6 hours without any sort of a drink. So, hydrate, posture, coffee, contemplation, smoke them if you got them. Time out. Get that little bit of self joy if you need to. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Or ouch, ouch, you're on my hair. I'm going to pop a cough drop. I'm going to go out and I'm going to change this from reggae to some jazz because I'm starting to sweat and I'm not really feeling the reggae. The raga is not raga. So let's get you into position for coffee and contemplation where I get out of my seat. But you guys talk amongst yourselves, ooh, ah, and think, did it work? Is it good enough? Is it enough? Should we take this light area and maybe go back up and over it? Coffee and contemplation. What are we doing? What did we do? What do we actually need to do? And so on. Come on, get in. Get in there. Get in there. Fucking pallet, get out of the way. Close that gap. Yeah. Okay. Change music. Wiggle my butt. Check. Drink some. Check. Not the jazz. Okay, we're going to my channel. Painting 10. Death, taxes, and lawyers. And said lawyer came in. That's so fucking right. I got a bunch of playlists down at the bottom. So good. Feels like a Mako one. Or the journey. Yeah. My videos. Man. This is a playlist on a playlist. 17, 18, 22. Perhaps a reggae game that I've got? No. Perhaps Hawaiian? No. Rock? No, there's only 5 on that one. There's only 1 on that one. Other 13. See, well, these are my singers. All right, we're gonna go down to favorites. We're gonna skip the first like 20 fucking tracks and some of the postmodern jukebox, which is the heart of this. Postmodern jukebox. Come on. We're going down to about postmodern jukebox. All right, you're gonna see one called Africa. I don't know, it's like 40 videos down. Then back to postmodern, so we're not doing that, we're not doing that. We did this already. Hey, waterfalls. Oh yeah, Don't Stop Believing, Robin Adele Anderson. Yeah, there we go. On rewatch, I will test and see how much of that shit you heard. Nothing at all, bro. It was a lot of static and fuzz. All right. So hopefully we've had time to coffee and contemplate. Dave, you just came back from the islands. If you are in here, brother, your opinion? Does it feel too dark and stormy? Let's pull this fucker back to where it needs to go here in a second. Aziz light. See, we need an Aziz light counter because that's also a double joke. Dave, we feeling like it's too dark up here, invoking that stormy feeling? Or is it just feeling like maybe it's close? I feel like we need this mid-ground just to come up here and highlight. But Dave's probably not here, so anyone can chime in if you are, in fact, here and wanting to chime in. Oh, there's only 4 left. Yeah. Coffee and contemplation ain't everybody's favorite. Plus, the PokeTubers are going, I need to be good because I would like to do a last-ditch plan to maybe go to San Diego. We'll see how it all goes out. But right now, my ass needs to stay busy. And not buying Pokemon for just 3 weeks, man. Feels like an eternity. Like, oh no. Oh no. Stop believing. But if we do let it dry, maybe we dry brush up and around, and then we just lay in the color that'll give us our clouds, similar to these shapes that are popping out over here on camera. This little background guy, right? Just a little seaside guy, similar to what I was painting for Dave's thing. Well, I have not looked at it the way I need to. Or we just don't even fucking worry about it, man. And then we just put our palm trees up here. Cover it right up. Wouldn't matter anyway. The darkness of the palm tree will cover the sin of the sky not being that mid-afternoon warm feeling. Like this down here feels great. And so maybe putting that second why can't I just know? Why must I coffee and contemplate? And of course, why must I impede my path that will definitely cause my detriment? Put you up here, sweetie. There we go. Oil pastels out of the way. And the reason I'm leery for this is because the decisions we make here are also going to be reflected down here, because we're actually doing that reflection thing. We're building up our mystery towards just laying in color the whole fucking way around. We lay in the sky, we lay in the background, then we work clouds, and we do midground, and then we do foreground. The basic components of that painting. That mechanism of Bob only had 23 minutes, but damn, dude, he did a lot with color, a lot with trees, a lot with rocks. Whether they be mountains, little dabbly brooky things. He did the things. Right? Britt, how we doing on color? Leave it be, remove the tape, put in the C, finish this fucker? Or do we actually try to fuck with adding some lights back into this? It feels dark. Z's. Nope, that's not going to work. It just feels dark. Fuck it. We've been out on the beach. We got about 30 minutes before that storm rolls in. Maybe that's the story we tell ourselves to get through this next step. Because from here, we'll paint in the sea, get down to about here-ish. Right, about here-ish. We'll add in our little rock cliffy faces, or maybe just this one, and this is out to the open sea because we're at this angle. Oh, Britt, you just call me. I usually do Discord, but you've had my number for 10 years. I'm pretty sure you're not going to dox me, bro. Send me a picture of what you want, or give me a color and an idea, and I'll rock with it. Tell me what you want to feel in your home as you look at my painting. And then throw a price on there because I don't have to worry about shipping if you want to. I still got 4 canvases to go, or I can give you the 18-layer practice canvas. Okay. Let's see how many we got. Oh, we're back up to 6. Okay, fuck it. Unless we sign this fucker, we could still go through it. But let's try to sign this. So we're going to leave it as is. We're going to indulge in all things. We're going to take one more step back. Okay, because we're not going to rush this because I keep doing that for you guys. And then I look back at this shit and I'm like, God damn it. We would have just slowed down for a second. We would have been fine. Let's try it. I got the brushes. Fuck it. Let's try it. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can do what we want. We can hang where we want. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're good, Brittany. Had some light. Lighten it up. Okay, we have a black lady telling me what to do. I'm going to listen. Conveniently enough, I just happen to agree with it too. Also nice. The black ladies are training me well. I fucking appreciate the shit out of it. It's great. Okay, so we're going back into our medium, which was the phthalo blue. I do this to fuck with Nerd Chase because I'm like, if you're going to show off cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if you're dipping and going like this, but you don't go like this. Hey guys, look at the card. Can you see the card? How is it? What's going on here? All right. Critical for a friend, okay? He's a sweet, pretty man. Hey, man. Okay. Let's have a plan. Now, much as the way I started, I'm thinking this light is going to keep going like this, right up to about here, right to the fucking end, right? And then, well, because this is kind of muted out. So it feels like the sun is actually going this way. Now, this is what happens when you do realism and impressionism. You have to think about season and light, okay? So let's just think about the light. Yeah, just right there, I think. Oh, various Idahoans, Jersey, Michiganders. There's a few Arizoners, a couple California people. Just online on Rip and Shippers. Nerdchaseofficial.com. He's going off now. We've got Hollow Hunters. They're the Canadian goose fuckers from Idaho. They're a lot of fun. It's a short round in the lawn neck. They're on at 6. 7 o'clock is East Coast Pokey Jack. That is Jacqueline, not Jacques. She's great, but you know it's $10 a pack, Brittany. It's $10 for one little thing, uh, and yeah, it gets a little interesting. It's pricey. If you want to spare your kids from drugs, get them hooked on cardboard or plastic, and they won't have any money for drugs. Okay. All right, all right. Look at Brittany being a fucking mod. Drunk with power. All right, let's put that out. All right, back to Phthalo Blue. We're just gonna throw out a dibber dabber doer. Nova, Now I'm gonna start dark because I always rush to add in white. So hold on, let me show you how I'm loading this brush up. We're just the tip, just the tip. You should be able to paint a fine line with it. And then outside of that paint, we want to just kind of stab it down. We don't want that chiseled edge. We want a nice breathy, brushy edge. And up here, we're just gonna go. No, we're gonna need the white. We're gonna need the white. But hey, we got some practice. We can disembark where we want our light source, and we take a second and look. Tiny, itty bitty contemplation time. Right? But looking at it, yeah. Now, if we brighten that area up, bring it all the way up, I think we're going to be good. So, we quickly grab Zovat. Bring back down for the real thing over here. Brittany, my only rush is I want to get offline and actually, not be my public persona, which is exactly the same as my in-person persona, just more bubbly and conscious of what people might see or who might narc on me. Let's get that going there. That's feeling pretty good. And if we have to, put out the dark and we go. Let's just fucking try. Now it's still wet. So let's just try down here. We'll start off small. We'll just swoop. Just swoop and dance. Let the canvas pick up the color that it wants. Blend in with all that other stuff. Love is the kind that can't get no love. I haven't looked at the screen yet. I'm just painting for what I'm seeing on the canvas. We'll take a moment. We'll assess. We'll see. We'll feel it out. This corner's feeling a little weird, so let's just fill in that color like that. Back up here, work those edge bristles. Get it right up to the edge of that other guy. Keep it soft, keep it swirling, keep it twirling, keep it moving. Flip it over, continue to work. Pick up other colors and do other things. A little bit more. Build the illusion that the color is rock fucking solid up here. Maybe with some breaks. That little corner over there ain't supposed to be there. Now it's too much. I didn't mix enough of the right one. It's not dark enough yet. Maybe we just got a little extra sparkler up here. It's supposed to be dark, but okay, how we feeling, guys? Should this stay? Because we got this little guy down here. That guy should go. See you later, little guy. You're fucking with my contemplation. You bother me. You bother me. I feel like, once again, let's feel it, feel it. Come on, Marky Mark. Save us from 9/11. Feel it, feel it. Only you were there. Let's come up here. We got this little guy going here. Let's just wiggle and touch. Thank you for my ad within my video, even though I have premium. Pimp your stuff. Okay. Getting there, guys. We're doing it, Peter. We're learning from our lessons. We're doing it, man. Got the things. Even the darks. Dancing in some lights. Layer after layer. Plugging it on in. It just kind of connects like that. Comes on down this way. All right. Chat's not fucking blowing up with shit, so I think we're okay. We haven't, doesn't feel like I've hit the, shit, man. Why didn't you stop? You had it, you didn't see it, and then you overworked it. This finger. is underneath. It's far away. Far, 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 far away. Want every last bit of paint off the palette. Wow. Let's contemplate. This feels a little weird. Maybe we need to add more light back in. But it's certainly a lot better result than we went back into the light. Look at that. Yeah, man. I'm getting warmed back up to the happy mistakes concept. Me personally, I'm definitely in the boat of I kind of like to do it right the first time. I kind of like to not have to worry about it and go, oh, okay, yeah, there is a mistake there. Wait a minute. It's like, we didn't necessarily plan it, but we weren't shocked that it happened. We weren't surprised that it just manifested and appeared itself. And then I was lucky enough to see it in real life and see it on camera, because in camera is a little bit different than in person. All right, Britt's happy. How are y'all feeling? Give me a feeling. Type your feeling in chat. Anything but jealousy, because motherfucker, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm gonna put this up here. Get it in the right light. Tip you back up this way a little bit more. Here, here, and here. As I sit, feel a little funny. Like up here gives us a nice little effect. But I have this problem where I just want to put hang dangs here. And this is nice and subtle. This one's a little too much, maybe. Just fucking do something with your life. Do it. And this is mostly just to give us, this is like a way off misty mountain that we can't really see. Or maybe it's a fucking cloud, who knows. And when we take the tape, we do the C, we come back in with our big fucking rock inlays, or whatever we decide to do. Because actually, now that I look at this, I'm like, ooh, okay. Maybe we just leave this one there, and we just differentiate the C, bam, we're good to roll. All right, I got 3 of you left. Coffee, contemplation, no coffee. A little bit of coffee. I'm gonna change the music. One more time out. Tell me give me an emotion. How's the clap making you feel? Come on down. All right, look at that. My hip's not hurting now. Shit, as it come in, it looks good. I think we have sky, guys. This guy's making me feel good. Feel good. Send one primary stream to ingestion. Okay. Wow, people were talking about this, and here it is on YouTube. Way to go. It happened to Daniel. Well, we're still live, right? We buffering? Oh, it's YouTube Studio. Well, shit. End stream.